Hi.
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger.
Are you holding your
to
head?
the humble halls of King Sagramor's
Are you a
castle.
fur-dweller?
Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them, though most are the old regulars. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new face. We haven't had many guests of late.
Who are you?
Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. I am but a simple custodian, a lowly servant of our gracious majesties. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much constant dying.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, it's no big deal. We live here in perpetual suspension. Time can't touch us, and it's all thanks to the Queen and her sisters, who decided that would be best for everyone. Well, as long as you don't sin against their majesties, then you might share my fate. Or that of Sir Stygander, who you may have encountered on your way to the castle.
What did you do to deserve punishment?
Well, I wanted to feel the softness of the royal bed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think. The Queen's honor is intact, at least where I'm concerned.
Lol.
But I happened to be in the chamber when King Sagramor appeared. He wasn't alone, and his companion wasn't the Queen. It was one of the Harpist sisters. But shush. The king didn't notice me, but the Queen caught on to my unease. She tried to force me to confess what I had seen. I think she suspected it involved one of the king's indiscretions. In the end, I was the one who paid for his sin.
Oh.
Oh well. It's the lot of servants to bear the burden of their lord's transgressions.
Is it? What was Sir Stygander guilty of? I think taking on her sins, right?
Loyalty, of course.
Yeah.
Sir Stygander swore to our queen that he would remain faithfully by her side, and that he would take every sin of hers upon his shoulders. That was a very unfortunate pledge, as it later turned out.
Yeah.
Now our brave and loyal Sir Stygander is atoning for sins that aren't his. But breaking his vows would be a sin in itself, requiring even more atonement. It's a no-win situation. But such is our fate.
Damn, dude. What a terrible situation. Will the king and queen grant me an audience?
Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait a bit. The king's schedule is completely full for the foreseeable future. And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. King Sagramor is very particular about treating all his subjects equally. Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's not much I can do.
I would like to become the court jester.
Now that I think about it, perhaps if the Queen's sisters put in a good word for you, you might just get to the front of the line.
Tell me more about the queen's sisters.
Oh, that would be Miss Clare and the midwife. Should I elaborate about the royal family in any particular order?
Tell me about Claire.
She's the youngest of the sisters. She used to be so sweet and innocent. But now, well, I shouldn't gossip. I'm already trying to make up for that. Just know that Miss Clare isn't a bad person. She became envious of the Queen's love for the king and ended up chasing after boars who never really returned her feelings.
Oh.
I don't know much more than that. Talking to Miss Clare is rather, difficult. You'll see what I mean.
Difficult. Tell me about the midwife.
She's a wonderful woman, completely dedicated to family. Her life's mission was to bring a child to the royal couple into this world. She loves all the royal children. Unfortunately, none of them are, suited to inherit our kingdom. You'll be fine, as long as you don't insult her family.
Where can I find the queen's sisters?
I'm glad you asked, my lord. All you need to do is kill me, and the keys to the sisters' chambers will reveal themselves to you.
Kill you?
Yes, exactly. It's no big deal. I've died thousands of times. That's just how it is for me. Ever since Sagramor's kingdom was established, I've been the keeper of the keys to all the chambers in the castle. And with magic, when a spell says, guard at the cost of one's own life, well, it tends to take that phrase quite literally.
Ah.
If I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore, right? So I come back to life every time someone needs a key from me. That's just how things work around here.
Dude, this place is wild. What the hell, dude? I think is he a forebearer or is he just a mutant? No, I think he's just some kind of weird ass mutant. Because that arm is definitely coming out of the back of his back.
Hello again,
That was really awkward. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let's poke around in here a little bit. First of all, this place is flippin' awesome. Aristocrat. Nice. No loot on these guys, which makes me a bit of a sap potato, but that's okay. Sir. I have no clue where I'm going, but we're going there. That's good. The only thing in the casket was ale. My man. What is this area? Apples and bananas. Always good. Oh. Nice. Okay. Oh. Bloodstone of the Fallen? Killing an enemy with a weapon enhanced with this relic increases mana regen by 50% for 4 seconds? Wow. Damn, dude. That's great for casters. All right, is there anything else down here, or is that it? Maybe we have to come down here for something else later. How would you compare this game to an Elder Scrolls game? In lots of ways, it feels like a modern-day version of an Elder Scrolls game, like in all the right ways. So in most ways, I mean, this game has problems, but in most ways, I would say it's a better experience. It's a more adult experience, I would say. A little darker, a little more brutal. The mechanics are a little deeper. There's like more interesting, weird things that can happen in this game than I found in Oblivion and Skyrim and Morrowind. Like there's tons of funny quests. Like it's very much the next step of this kind of game, I feel like. Definitely some problems though. There's some bugs in Act 2 and 3. There's some performance issues, especially on consoles. There's also, you know, now that I've played this a bit longer, there's definitely some balance issues. Like I'm a little bit too, don't get me wrong, I'm playing a very good build, but I'm also, I don't think I should be able to do this. I feel like literally if enemies had 3 times the hit points, it'd be okay. Like it would be fine. So. But no, outside of all that, like it's been amazing. Oath of Famine. Ooh, oh, it's two-handed. Damn it. That was one-handed. I probably would have used that. Boop, boop. Is this hardest difficulty? It is. Yes. Oh, okay, there's the key door. So let's not go through that yet. Dude, this castle is awesome. My lord. Okay. Do I still rock the standing desk? Yeah, every so often. Not every day. But I do every so often. Cool. What's my build? Essentially dual wield, strength based. Ooh. Yeah, my main build is just it's a dual wield build. It was kind of sneaky, but I'm not a huge fan of the stealth mechanics in the game. They don't really give you enough options. So we converted it over to like a strength, endurance, dex, dual wield, slicey build. I'm gonna save magic for our next run, I think. Yeah, also another thing that was a little disappointing is there's a really developed magic system in this game. Even with items and armor and all sorts of things. But the problem is that the magic system is fully developed for attack magic. So it's a very cool system if you want to deal damage to enemies, but there's not a lot of support skills. There's almost no support skills for like thieves, which was definitely unfortunate. I was thinking there would be. So, yeah. Whoa. Okay. Well, this area looks awesome. So many books and we can't loot any of them. Rude. I want to loot all these books. Splat. Whoa. Dude. Is she a forerunner or just four-armed? This is weird. Hi, Claire.
Bors. No, not Bors. Bors in the letters. The letters to Bors, to beloved.
What letters?
These, all of them, I write.
How long have you been writing them?
Letters to beloved Bors, I write.
I'm looking for a druidic tablet. Do you know anything about that?
Good
I
show.
write only letters to Bors, to beloved. Yours, Claire. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. Once, sister.
Okay. Where can I find your sister?
In Sagramor's arms. Once. Me in Bor's arms. Forever. Yours, Claire.
Okay.
My beloved.
Oh my god, look at her neck. Oh, dude, she's rooted here. Ew. What's this thing? Oh. Claire's dream.
Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. She hoarded love and devotion as a dragon hoards treasure. Yet for all her power, her heart remained empty, cursed to feel nothing for eternity. Claire, the youngest and gentlest of the sisters, moved quietly through the cold, unchanging halls. Her beauty was, too, untouched by age or hardship. Yet unlike her sisters, Claire possessed a secret, a flicker of defiance against the curse that gripped their land. Her heart remained free, protected by a force beyond even her eldest sister's reach. True love. This love bound her to a noble young man named Bors, whose memory was her light in the kingdom's shadow, though torn apart by dark magic. Claire refused to surrender to despair. She knew that giving up hope would mean losing herself entirely, succumbing to the same cold emptiness that claimed her sisters. So she endured, her heart steadfast in its belief that love could shatter even the darkest of spells, and that one day, somehow, she and Bors would reunite.
Damn. And the worst part about this is it's like, we know that she was rebuffed well, the guy told us that she was rebuffed by Bors, which is very unfortunate. Let's see if maybe she said torn apart by dark magic though, so maybe that's something. Claire's dream.
It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly.
Heyo.
Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms.
Ha! Got him.
Their eyes met, And in that instant, the maiden felt herself lost. A warmth bloomed upon her cheeks. But a deep foreboding stirred in her stomach, for she knew there would never be another man who could claim her heart so completely. From that day forward, she rode past the fields daily, offering boars water and sharing quiet moments beneath the shade of a willow tree. Days stretched into nights, and the two surrendered to love. But one day, as the maiden passed the field, her beloved boars was nowhere to be found. She waited beneath the willow until darkness fell and reluctantly returned to the castle. The next day, and the one after that, she returned. But boars never did. Summer turned to autumn, and the maiden ceased her rides. She withdrew into the shadowed stillness of her tower, her heart heavy with unending sorrow. Unbeknownst to her, boars' bones lay bleached and brittle beneath the sun, hidden in the very field where their love had bloomed. For in Sagramor's kingdom, no crime was graver nor punishment swifter than love.
Oh. Oh, damn. Well, that's unfortunate. Good job, Cohh. You killed love. I didn't do nothing. Don't look at me.
Long ago, there lived a maiden named Claire, fair of face and gentle of heart, cursed by her cruel sister to remain imprisoned in a high tower. Forbidden to step beyond its walls or look out of the window, she spent her days weaving a tapestry of the outside world, a world she could glimpse only through the reflection in an enchanted mirror.
Oops.
Yet Claire dared not lift her eyes from the loom, for the curse was absolute. If she ever stopped her weaving to gaze out the window herself, the fragile thread of her life would snap. One day, the mirror revealed a grand procession on the road below. Among them rode a knight clad in gleaming silver armor, a sapphire cape following behind him. His warm eyes and copper hair struck Claire's heart with longing. Unable to resist, she rose and stepped toward the window for a glimpse of the gallant knight. The moment she moved, a terrible pain gripped her chest and the mirror shattered. Claire, knowing the curse had claimed her, fled the tower. She reached the road just as the procession passed, grasped the knight's cape, and collapsed. Sir Bors turned at the sudden tug, leapt from his horse and caught her. Her breath grew faint, and she whispered, "Do not grieve, for I am glad to have seen you, my knight." With those words, her spirit departed. Sir Bors wept bitterly, for never had he seen a maiden of such beauty and grace. His heart swelled with both joy and despair, for he knew he would never again love another as he loved the fair and cursed maiden, Claire.
This is like such a tragic situation. I think she's writing all of these stories to basically just keep herself aware. Like, I'm not exactly sure, but this is messed up, man.
In the days of King Sagramor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart.
Exists.
The ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power. Locked in a distant tower, her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Claire, her spirit unbroken despite her captivity, determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening he sang in the castle hall, lulling the court into an enchanted trance. When the moment was right, he slipped away to free Claire. Together they fled through shadowed halls, hearts pounding with hope. But as they reached the forest edge, disaster struck. The alarm was raised, and the guards gave chase. Armed only with his lute, Bors faced the guards to protect Claire. In the struggle, he was struck down, his body falling beside his broken lute. Claire was dragged back to the castle, her heart forever bound to the minstrel who had died for her.
So what we're seeing is just like, it's almost like there's no reality in which Bors and her can exist. Which is kind of wildly depressing. Yeah. Ithorus, thank you for the $10 tip to the mod team. Thanks, buddy. Wow. Oh! Hi!
I was writing something important. Do you know what it was?
You're writing love letters to Bors. Do you remember? You mentioned a sister earlier. Who is she?
My sister. I have 2 sisters, one older and another the eldest.
Tell me about the eldest.
She's the caregiver. She nurtures. She helps. She tries.
Okay.
I was right.
Better yet, tell me where I just went.
Here. You've read these notes on the stacks of paper. My handwriting. I must have written them, yes.
So you haven't seen anything strange happening to me?
Strange? No, I'm sorry.
You were writing love letters to Bors, don't you remember?
Yes, Bors, my former lover. I have fond memories of him.
You seem madly in love with him.
Really? Perhaps that was true once. I longed for my own Sagramore.
Look at her fingers.
I craved love, true love. A beloved, not a dog. My dearest Bors, I'm sorry. Enough. She sees all, hears all. Her arms are long. They're everywhere.
I think her mind is broken. Oh God,
go
yes.
Now, go.
Everything in this realm is twisted, corrupted, and destroyed. Yep. Okay, that was the first one. The second one we have is the midwife, and I think she is down here. Oh, can we go up this way? Oh, that was just that stuff, yeah. This makes me feel like Dark Souls and Elder Scrolls had a baby. Kind of, yeah. And in terms of like the feel of the world in a lot of ways, yeah. Yeah. This game has the gameplay of like a newer Souls game, or a newer Elder Scrolls, but it has the world and feel of like a Dark Souls-esque, weird, strange, dark world, which is a really nice combination.
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, my sweet babies. I lost them. I lost them all before they even got here. They scattered, poor things, like dandelions in the wind.
You lost the Queen's kids?
My little flowers. They're all gone. Met their grim fates within these castle walls. They
Oh,
die
wait a
and
second.
die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through their neglect. Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all, they were barely more than blood on our sister's white sheets.
I think this is one of those situations where she's like, where's my glasses? Has anyone seen my glasses? I can't find them anywhere. Where are my glasses at? It's like, girl, the babies, you're wearing them like a necklace. They're right there. Come on. Jeez. All right. I hope you help me get an audience with the queen.
The Queen? She wants nothing to do with me. I failed her so terribly that she no longer wishes to see me.
Yeah, using your phone's
I've
flashlight to
fallen
look
so
for your
far
phone.
from her good graces. But I will make
If you
it
haven't
right.
been there yet,
You'll
you will
see.
one day. You'll
I
be
just
there one
need
day.
the children here, safe and sound. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are,
You know, water.
she will love them
not
just as
optional.
much as
Thanks,
I
Amelia.
do.
You're not making any sense.
No, I swear they are here. They are all here. Our little princes and princesses. They never were, and never will be. Yet they give me no rest. Last night, I dreamt of our brave Wieland pierced by 100 arrows. 2 nights before, he was swallowed by the water. He never left his mother's womb, yet he calls to me always. But I cannot find him. So I write. I write when he last showed himself to me, so I'd know, so I could go to him if I ever had a moment of peace.
If the children were never born, then how could you have lost them?
They are here because I wished for them so desperately. I hoped my sister would be happy, but you cannot force something that was never meant to be. Yet I tried and tried and tried. Now they haunt my dreams and waking hours, while the Queen has forgotten she ever carried them under her heart.
You know, I have played games full-time for over 12 years, and one of the dragons that I chase is playing a game where I feel like I'm getting a fundamentally new and interesting experience, and everything in this level is that specific dragon that I chase. This level has been weird. There's been multiple crazy weird things to look at that I can't really compare to other games. There's been a ton of well-written dialogue, very weird stories. Everyone's got some weird thing going on, like, and it's all awesome. it's like this is exactly why I play games, is weird stuff like this. And it's great. Yeah, and the VO is just fantastic. It's great. It's great. I can help you find the kids.
Really? You do that? And
Yeah,
you
it's
won't
very
hurt them,
unique.
will you? Please, I
that.
cannot bear to hear their cries anymore. I
Fingerprinted.
need them close, so I can watch over them as I was meant to. If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister, perhaps then I could finally know peace.
Some good humor too. That guy T-posing made me chuckle. Oh, dude, the T-posing guy, Maggot, the crow guy at the beginning of the game, the bloody druids. There's so many quests in this game that I feel are going to be like quests we're going to talk about for years. Like from this style of game, like this game is setting the bar for future games of this type in terms of quality questing. Yeah, the barrel guy, yeah, he was awesome, absolutely. Do you have any idea where I should start searching for them?
Let me think. Renaud, the crown prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the legacy that will never come to be. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would wash him again and again, scrubbing endlessly. It feels like he rarely leaves the bathtub. Oh, and Hugo, such a sweet child, sleeping soundly in his cot, sleeping and sleeping, always and forever. He has his favorite lullaby.
Damn, dude. Ooh. And deep in the night she swore to end her mother's reign, but the queen knew her daughter well. Blood calls to blood, and in the end, blood was all that remained. Sweet Bretta climbed up, up, up the tower, and now her shattered little body lies broken down, down below. Oof. This is the chapel, right? So now we need to find Renaud watching the royal gardens from the balcony. Hugo is going to be sleeping somewhere, and Noah might be somewhere with the servants that were constantly bathing him. Okay. What is this?
He's gone. Young Prince Renaud. Oh, by the gods, lost for good this time. The midwife will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can't. No, I won't go back to her like this. And the queen, she'll do worse. Much worse. Have you ever seen her angry? Hopefully not.
What exactly happens to those who disobey the queen?
She has ways. Cruel ways. The lash is the kindest punishment among all of them. My favorite.
My favorite. Okay. Hey, Cohh, I started a playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, and to my surprise, you voiced one of the voices for the main character. Love your work. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Awesome. You have any idea where he might have gone?
Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. He stood there for a long while, just staring into the well. And then he was gone. He just stepped in like it was the most natural thing in the world.
Why didn't you jump in after him?
Are you mad? Who would do it? Jump into that void. You're not being serious.
What awaits me below?
Oh, surely you don't mean to. Oh, may the gods watch over you. Or, no, wait. Better they don't look upon someone heading into a place like that. They might feel disgusted. But
Rude.
I wish you luck. Remember, everything you do is being judged.
What? How are you going to say that with a smile, my man? Before we go in there, let's make sure there's nothing in here for us. There should have been secret loot back here, just saying. Okay. Okay. They probably didn't want to put anything too good in here, though, because I'm guessing we can't come back to these areas. The hell are you? You got a nice derriere, White. Just saying. Bam! What is a white? Every now and then, someone claims to have barely escaped with their life after encountering a weird slime that turned into a white. Such tales, however, are rarely believed, and the self-proclaimed survivors are dismissed as braggarts or drunks. Everyone knows that whites are whites, and weird slimes are weird slimes. Whites are fast and aggressive when approached, and their attacks are difficult to avoid. Yet they turn defensive when their attackers gain distance. The two creatures couldn't be more different. Surely those who claim otherwise must be either mad or lying. Oh, so it's a weird slime that is like... I wonder if it's taken over a person or if it's trying to act like a person. Interesting. Oh, can I loot it? No. Oh, hi. Oh, you're not a baby.
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under their heel?
Who are you?
The firstborn of the king and queen. A proper little princeling. Almost grown. Though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in.
Wow.
Which is why I'm full of whims. Why I think only of trivialities. Why I'm just a gilded youth, unable to appreciate what I have. I won't bother listing every one of my vices.
We'd be here all day. Why did that thing attack me?
Don't take it personally. You're not that special. Nobody is.
Wow.
I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, everything in this house proves hopelessly useless. Any form of service, flawed and feeble. They lack competence. Next time, I'll find a deeper despair and an emptier void to hide in. Mother won't be pleased with how miserably the court servants perform their duties. She never handled disobedience well. Well then, we can skip pedagogical lectures, as I know you'll force me to return at the end. And later, I'll try to run away again.
Okay, I'm not here to parent you. Your mother's never handled disobedience well? What do you mean?
Of all my mother's obsessions, control is her greatest. Everything must bend to her will. That's why I take so much pleasure in defying her. Poor father, letting her trample him like that. It seems a crown on a man's head weighs him down and dulls his mind. The charms of power.
Tell me more about your father.
They say I take after him. Look closely, and you'll see all you need to know. How pitiful I must be then.
Dude, this guy's voice is fantastic. Why don't you want to go back above?
Above? What above? There's nothing there either. Here, emptiness turns into more emptiness. Nothing begins, nothing ends. The same, over and over again. I'll tell you something. This place, all this darkness and silence, is no different from what awaits us in the gardens, the halls, or the chambers.
Time to go back to the midwife, buddy.
Spare yourself the trouble. You don't have to drag me by the hand. I know the way back. The Queen's little lapdog. Phew.
Well, that was interesting.
You found the young master. Joy, such great joy. I owe you a debt or two. We simple folk, we must stick together. Here, take this. I hope it serves you well.
Not really. Got one of those in the first zone, but thanks.
Good that the young...
Okay. I'm surprised there's no updated versions of those. Like, we've only gotten 3 max health the whole time. That seems a little strange. Oh, you're back.
Once again, I'm stuck listening to the madness these people spew.
Wow. Okay, that's the chapel. So I guess everything else is going to be back down the main hall. Yeah, looks like it. Gotta look for portals. That's to the... Claire's room, the other sister. Ancestral Spear. On critical hit, applies haste. We crit every so often. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Casual despair. Get out of here, despair. Ooh, jeez. Ow. There we go. Ring of Despair. Interesting. Obligatory. Oh, that was Hugo. Okay, great. One sec. All right, we haven't really been down here yet. Can we... Oh, no, we came in this way. Okay. So now we have to find the area overlooking the garden. Can we go through here? No. Oh, interesting. Okay. Maybe it's below? Let's go look below. Oh, I think we're just back here now. There's a bathtub. Oh.
Why did you kill me? I didn't want to. I didn't want to be like that.
Who are you?
Mom, she used to call me Little Fish sometimes when she was in a good mood, but when she wasn't, she'd call me Bastard, Misfortune, or Mistake. Once, during a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. So she pushed me fully underwater and held me there until I learned. After that, the water was always cold.
Oh, dude. Jesus, man. Who's your mother?
Mama is the most important one. She controls everything. Everything rests on her shoulders. I can't disturb her.
And your father?
Father is the king, and usually just sits on the throne. Mama always said he was busy, but he just sits there.
What happened to you after you died?
Then I was here, sitting in the water, and I never cried again.
Jesus, dude. Ugh. Yeah, that is incredibly dark. Agreed. That's just like Oof. Oh, dude, boat. I am so sorry. I just saw that. Okay, let's head back to the midwife. Just tuned in. What was dark? This area has been very interesting. We're basically in this castle where the queen of the castle basically pulled the entire kingdom and surrounding area into like this shadow realm, essentially. And it's corrupted and changed all of the people here into like weird versions of whatever they are. And one of the weird people was the midwife that was here. And it's been pretty not great. Pretty not great. Yep, there's been a lot of very weird, strange stuff here. It's all been very interesting, though. It's been very dark, but it's been crazy interesting.
They are here. All of them. My sweet little petals. I'm so sorry. I should have tried so hard to bring you into this world. But maybe now we can set you free. You will help us, won't you, stranger?
First, tell me what happened here.
Fate has made a mockery of us all. Our deepest desires have been laid bare, twisted into instruments of our torment. Take these poor little creatures. They have no place in this world, yet they are forced into it and out of it, again and again. But our sister wished for them, and here, her word is the only law.
What can I do?
My sister's reign must end. It's brought us horror upon horror, all because of her fear and obsession. She thought she could forge fate with power, but she was wrong. Fate is inevitable, and the one she claimed was never hers to begin with. Yet we are the ones who suffer the most.
Oh!
Hello again, my lord.
Hi.
Are you ready for your audience with the king and queen?
Tell me more about the queen and her sisters.
Ah, I see you're trying to coax a little gossip out of me. I appreciate the effort. You're the only one around here who can hold a normal conversation. Not many people know that the three sisters are Bandrui, female druids. Interesting, isn't it? Not all druids allow women to engage in their noble profession. They didn't care, though. They did their work, and they did it well. One day, they delivered a prophecy to Sagramore, telling him he was destined to be the next King Arthur. Our king
that's
took
right.
their
That's why I went
words to
crazy.
heart,
Yep.
and made one of them his queen. The other sisters helped the queen maintain the kingdom in its current state. It's not for me to say whether it's right or not. I know my place and the role I've been given.
Creepy. And we'll be continuing this after lunch. I'm not done today. I'm not done. Give me 1 second. We are still here. In fact, we're about to check out something cool. Let me get this going here.